Here's a bold statement to kick things off. What if the greatest NBA players of all time aren't the ones you expect? A recent AI-generated ranking of the 10 most skilled players in history has sparked outrage, confusion, and even a few eye rolls. The list notably excludes LeBron James and places Steph Curry outside the top 5. But here's where it gets controversial. It's all based on technical skill, not just accolades or legacy. Let's dive into the debate, and you'll decide if the AI got it right. Spoiler, it's not a popularity contest. The conversation began when Minnesota Timberwolves star Anthony Edwards casually dismissed the skill level of players from the 1990s and earlier, claiming only Michael Jordan stood out. His comments drew fire from legends and fans alike, but they also raised a question. How do we define skill in basketball? To settle this, we turned to ChatGPT and asked it to rank the top 10 most skilled NBA players of all time. The results? A list that's sure to divide opinions and maybe even your friendships. The criteria: what makes a player skilled? Before we unveil the rankings, let's clarify the metrics. The AI focused on 5 key areas. Scoring versatility: can they score from the perimeter, mid-range, and inside? Ball handling, shooting, playmaking, and fundamentals like footwork. It's not just about stats, it's about the tools that make a player unguardable. 10. Dirk Nowitzki, the Dallas Mavericks' immortal power forward, redefined the role of a big man. At 7 feet tall, Dirk's one-legged fadeaway was a masterclass in efficiency and creativity. He stretched the floor decades before modern analytics demanded it, forcing defenses to account for his three-point threat. The AI praised his elite touch, footwork, and balance, calling him a technical marvel who transformed the game. But here's the twist. Could his era's slower pace downplay his skill? Some argue today's players have more opportunities to show off their abilities. Number 5. Allen Iverson. When it comes to style, few can match Allen Iverson. His 6-foot frame and lightning-fast crossovers made him a street ball icon who thrived in the NBA. The AI highlighted his deadly crossover and mid-range pull-up, but also noted his influence on guards who now prioritize creativity over brute strength. Yet, is raw athleticism enough to crown him as a top 10 skilled player? Critics might argue his scoring was overshadowed by his flair. Number 8. Magic Johnson. Magic's 6'9" height and 7'3" wingspan gave him a unique edge, but the AI rightly pointed out that his true genius lay in his vision and passing. He could thread a needle between defenders or ignite the Showtime Lakers with fast breaks. The AI dubbed him the gold standard for playmakers. But could his lack of elite scoring hurt his ranking? This is where opinions will clash. Was Magic's passing artistry more valuable than a scorer's versatility? 7. Stephen Curry. It's hard to argue with the AI's praise for Curry, the greatest shooter in NBA history. His ability to hit half-court bombs and finish with a step back is pure poetry. The AI noted his underrated handles and unmatched off-ball movement, but placing him outside the top 5 feels like a stretch. After all, Curry's impact on modern basketball is undeniable. Is the AI underestimating his influence? Or are we overrating his role as a revolutionary rather than a pure scorer? 6. Larry Bird. Bird's career was a masterclass in IQ and efficiency. Despite limited athleticism, he dominated with a mid-range game, three-point shooting, and post moves that baffled defenders. The AI called him a basketball savant, but could his era's slower tempo and physical play inflate his stats? This raises a bigger question. Should skill be judged by the era's standards, or by how it translates to today's game? 5. Hakeem Olajuwon. The Dream's footwork is legendary. His dream shake and array of post moves made him a nightmare to guard. The AI lauded his agility, balance, and finesse. But did his 2 titles and Hall of Fame status justify his ranking? Some might argue his dominance in the 1990s against Shaq and Ewing deserves higher praise. Could the AI be undervaluing his defensive prowess, which often gets overlooked in skill discussions? 4. Kevin Durant. Durant's 7-foot frame combined with guard-like handles and shooting touch makes him a paradox of skill. The AI called him unguardable and it's hard to disagree. His ability to score from anywhere on the court is unmatched for his size. But here's the elephant in the room. Was his ranking influenced more by his peak performance than his longevity? This is a point fans will hotly debate. 3. Kyrie Irving. Kyrie's ball handling is otherworldly. The AI described his dribbles and finishes as artistry, and watching him glide past defenders feels like witnessing a ballet. But is his skill purely offensive? Critics might argue his defensive limitations hurt his ranking. This is where the discussion gets spicy. Can a player be considered the most skilled if they lack two-way impact? 2. Michael Jordan. MJ's blend of athleticism and skill is the gold standard. The AI highlighted his footwork in the mid-post and mastery of fundamentals. But is there anything left to say about Jordan that hasn't been said? This is the part most people miss. The AI ranked him second, not first. Could it be that the AI values technical skill over sheer dominance? Or is this a nod to how Jordan's peers pushed him to greatness? 1. Kobe Bryant. And the crown goes to Kobe Bryant. The AI praised his mid-range mastery and obsessive dedication to refining details. But this ranking feels inevitable. Kobe's work ethic and relentless pursuit of perfection are legendary. Yet, is this a tribute to his skill or his cultural impact? This is the part that will spark the most debate. Can a player's legacy be separated from their skill? Or is skill simply the foundation of their legacy? Final thoughts. The AI's list is a fascinating experiment, but it's not the end of the conversation. LeBron's absence and Curry's lower placement will divide fans, while Kobe's top spot might feel like a foregone conclusion. What do you think? Is skill purely technical, or does it include intangibles like leadership and impact on the game? Share your take in the comments. This is the kind of debate the NBA thrives on.